were you that they ended up home in 5?
Wasn't as surprised that they ended up home in 5. I thought game 4 could have went a different way down the stretch if the ball bounces a different way. The calculated bet of playing his starters the third and fourth quarter is an unorthodox one. But if they had lost by 10 or 15, I would be, okay, what are you doing? It was, and I hear what people say about how that then translates into game 5.
Okay.
How do I say this the correct way? I'm just going to say it. He lost the, I don't know what happened with Jackson Hayes. I don't know how you just lose confidence to that extent in Jackson Hayes, especially when you're getting beat up on the blocks, when you give up 18 offensive damn rebounds, right? You need size in there. But there was something that I do trust JJ's intuition. There is a learning curve that I think JJ will have in this league. I do often wonder, though, and SA, you and I know him very well. When he engages in battle and he sees red, sometimes that genius gets combated a little bit with the competitive fire where this is what it has to be. And I think that's something that we still need to see him be fine-tuned with. We've seen him lose his cool a little bit. You've seen it. You've seen it when you've exchanged with him a little bit. It gets heated. Then it kind of becomes personal. He loses the strategy aspect of it. I'm wondering if that happened a little bit throughout this aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you think he can do with Luka? And what role do you think LeBron should play, if any at all, in helping Luka maximize his potential now that you are stuck with him being a Los Angeles Laker, essentially?
I mean, I think what JJ did calling them out, saying we weren't in championship shape. I mean, who the hell is that referring to but one person?
No.
That's nobody else on that team is out of shape like that. So look, if you, I said this before, accountability is not hate. It's the price of the damn throne. And, obviously Steph has made improvements on the defensive end. He put on weight. He's worked on it. He is a marginal defender. He's a serviceable defender. Luka is not. So that's number one. And I think number 2, LeBron knows what it is. I mean, at this stage, your team made the move, and he had to know, somebody had to call LeBron James on the phone and say, yo, like, he's earned that respect. There's no way they made that move without him. Now, he can say whatever he wants to say. It's LeBron. I respect that. But ain't nobody making no move on your show without calling you. I know that for a fact. Ain't nobody making a move on my company without calling me. I know that for a fact. So if that's happening, if you gave it the blessing, it's your job to say, yo, it's time. It's time for you to get this to the next gear. And he has to be that big bro. That's the only way.
And he has to be that big bro. As far as I'm concerned, you on the basketball court, if cats ain't maximizing their potential, they holding you back. Just like you just brought me up and what have you. You coming on the show, you ain't doing your damn job, you ain't gonna be there. I don't give a damn who you are. I'm like, what? We trying to win. We trying to win. We can't just sit idly by and let anything happen. But look, before I let you get on out of here, you talked about your company. Let's talk about that for a quick second. What is Jay Williams doing with his life outside of ESPN, my brother? What's been going on with you, man?
I'm just trying to bring added value to ESPN. I'm just following your footsteps. Man. I happen to work with a dude who was in New York the other day. I'll leave that one to you, SA.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen to your Knicks, but I'll leave that one to you. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to beat a little bolder. I'm just trying to find my way. Hopefully, I have my own show like you one day. That's the plan.
Do a lot of things, man. Shoot, I know this much. Anytime anybody wants to talk about a show on business, they should have you. And the world of sports and business intertwining, because sports is business, really. They should be talking to you. Bloomberg should be talking to you. A whole bunch of people should be talking to you, actually. That's my personal opinion. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the future, because I got some ideas that I want to throw your way. Last thing.
I've been trying to work. You already know what time that is with you, because I know what you've done. So we're on the same page. We've been on the same page. Hey, and by the way, the show's looking really good. It's looking really good.
I'm trying. I'm going to take it to another level. So watch the next few months. I got some stuff down the pike. Trust me on that. We didn't talk about Tyrese Halliburton in this regard. We know that he's leading everybody in assists at 11.8 this postseason. We know that Indiana's up 1-0 on Cleveland, and Cleveland's got some injuries they sustained in game one, plus Darius Garland didn't play. But I never talked to you about your thoughts about Tyrese Halliburton's father and how he got into it with Giannis and what you thought the fallout should have been for the father of Tyrese Halliburton. By the way, I can't applaud Tyrese Halliburton enough. It takes a lot for a kid to come out and say, my dad was wrong. I don't know if anybody, I mean, I always respected Tyrese Halliburton, but your respect has to elevate exponentially for a guy that's willing to do that. I mean, it really is. But it was the right thing, in my opinion. What were your thoughts?
I 100% agree with you on that. I think he handled it beautifully and respectfully. And I knew that he called GA. He called Giannis and apologized. And I think that takes that takes a grown ass man to do something like that. And as you know, SA, because we come from those type of communities that, when you get drafted, you don't get drafted. We made it. We made it. And your parents become fixtures in what you do. And a lot of times it's hard to tell the authority figure in your family what time it needs to be. But that's Tyrese Halliburton stepping into his grown ass man shoes. And I'm proud of him for that. I was honest. Thank God Giannis has composure, because if that was somebody like me, or SA, if we on the court, if you're on set and somebody just comes and runs on the set, we might exchange hands. I don't know who the hell you are. We might exchange hands up in my face with a towel. So I give him grace on how he handled it. But I mean, I also think that Indiana handled it well. I think that ban is what you need to do. It's unfortunate. That's your star player. But I'm sure that they talked to Reese about what they were thinking about doing, and he had to co-sign it. So for me, when your star player co-signs something because his father put himself in that situation, to me, that lets me know that my star player is aligned with my franchise, and that alignment speaks volumes about where I want the future of my franchise to be. I want it to be in his hands because he respects what we're trying to build.
Absolutely. No question about it. Last question. Knicks, Boston series. How long is it going?
I don't think New York's gonna get another one. I'm gonna be there Saturday. You going to the game on Saturday?
I'll be in LA doing countdown.
I'll be there.
You knew that. You're just bringing it up to hurt me. You're just bringing it up to hurt me. You know I couldn't be there because I had to be in LA.
No, I just thought you were going to be there. I thought you were going to be, boots on the court. If they get one more essay, I would be shocked. To me, the headline was Boston gave that one away. They gave it away, and I'm commending New York.
So you got Boston in 5.
I got Boston.
You got Boston in 5.
I think this one wakes them up. I know it. I think this one lights a fire under their ass. I know it did for Joe Mazzulla.
Golden State, Minnesota. How long?
You got Golden State in 7.
7.
Can we
back in Minnesota on the road? Minnesota, second consecutive series. 7. You got them winning it.
7.
Come
on, man. Give me.
Rất hân hạnh được đón chào các bạn đến với kênh YouTube của mình. Bây giờ mình sẽ đi tô màu để cho các bạn cùng xem. Trên tay mình đây là những sản phẩm mình đã in sẵn để mình tô màu. Mình sẽ tô những bức tranh thật đẹp để gửi tặng đến các bạn. Và không thể thiếu đó là chiếc điện thoại để mình quay video, giá đơn điện thoại, và đây là bút sáp.